Hello, everyone. Ryan here. I thought I would sneak in and do the intro this time. Don't tell Carrie, though, but I'm pretty sure she doesn't listen to this part anyways, so we should be okay. All right, well, with that out of the way, I want to present to you episode number 22. There's no guests this time. Instead, Carrie and I recap the interesting year of 2020 and look forward to 2021. Thank you all for joining along with us, and here's to a much better and happier new year.
It's episode 22. If it was 222, that would be some sort of magical angel number. 22 is just good, just as good though, right? So
yeah.
Episode 22, Ryan and I thought we would just get together to do, I feel like a lot of people are doing is just, the last commentary on 2020. Or like TV programs like on Netflix, there's like several comedians and stuff basically saying 2020 can go to hell. Here's all the reasons why.
Let's just hope that it's not that 2021 is better. That's the objective.
Yes. As far as I can tell, it's going to be. I mean, it just has to be, right?
I mean, you would think. I
don't
try
wanna
not
sound
to put
foolish.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to risk setting us up for failure. So
Well, here's what we could
gotta
talk
be
about
better,
as
though.
opposed to contemplating based out of just having the crap kicked out of us last year potentially, right? Like we could what I thought we'd do is get together and sort of talk about like goals for next year, things you want to do. Not what is it people promise to do at the end of the new year? They do. What is it? Oh my God, I'm forgetting the word.
The thing you're not supposed to do. What is it? Your resolutions.
Resolution. Thank
Yeah.
you. Wow, it's like I blocked that word out.
Yeah, it's probably good.
Resolutions.
It seems like everybody says like don't do New Year's resolutions. So like you'll never meet
Don't
them.
do
You'll
it.
just be disappointed. So
Yeah. Yeah. So we're not doing that, right? We're not doing that.
Yeah, we've given it a different name.
Ideas and goals. Yeah. Well, I'm excited for next year for a lot of reasons. 2020 to me, I was lucky enough I didn't have anybody close to me pass away or get ill. So I feel grateful for that. And, I'm one of those people who wanted the isolation. So when lockdown happened, I almost was like guilty, like, whoa, did I ask the universe for this and brought it on because it's exactly what I want.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely parts of it that are nice.
Yeah. Well, and in that time, like I took the opportunity to like think about things, meditate. I don't know, you know what I mean? Like I have often said I really enjoyed dead silence just to get grounded and think of ideas and all that. So there was quite a bit about last year that worked for me, but there were things that I'm feeling now more than ever. Like I'm really missing hanging out with some friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like yesterday, it's probably been the first time in a long time I said, "Oh I miss singing." Not that I haven't loved singing, but you hit burnout times and things like that. But yesterday I was like, "Oh, I really miss that." And wanting to travel, I literally have been pretty confined to the house. Like we go do errands, but what is it? Like 9 months?
Yeah, it's been the whole 9 months. It's been a
You
long
think
time.
I'd be a little more crazy?
Might even be
but
closer to 10, really, if you think about it. Because it kind of started into
Whoa.
February.
Yes. Does that mean there's something wrong with me? That I'm good with 10-month isolation?
I mean, I've been starting to
don't
miss,
know.
I was like, it'd be fun to just have like a meeting at work, with people. That's how I know it's gotten bad.
Just a meeting at work, people. That's all I want.
Yeah, just like a useless meeting around a table where we're all there. Somebody's on the whiteboard. Doesn't matter. I'm like, the fact that I
Wow.
missed that a little bit, I'm like, okay, it's definitely been too long.
Well, you work in a place that you like as well.
Yeah, I mean,
Right.
I do, yeah.
Yeah. I know
That's
some
part of
people are like,
this year, actually, something we can talk about is that's like,
Oh, yeah.
I had a job transition, career transition.
which is pretty amazing,
Yeah.
right? Considering how much like places and things and employers shut down or
Hmm.
shifted, and um, the state of getting a job that now, just because so many people are looking for jobs. So
For sure.
so
Yeah.
yeah, tell me about that. What was tell me
Yeah, I mean, I
this
feel very
the change.
fortunate that I do have a job that I'm enjoying, and but it was
Hmm.
like for the last 5 years up until like February, I had been at startups. I'd been at Novel Effect for
Right,
a couple of
right.
years. You did some work with us there. Really a wonderful place to work, but they
Hmm.
were like running out of money, which every startup does. It's like they have challenges. They're still around, thank goodness. Like they've managed to make some headway again, which I'm very proud of them for doing that.
Oh, good.
But like in February, I was like, okay, things looking a little bleak. Didn't know that was gonna happen, so started to put the feelers out, and immediately found a couple things. Found one that I accepted that was like a big, large, giant
Oh,
telecommunications company. So it's a little bit different for me.
wow.
It's like back into a big, huge company from a 5 to
Wow.
15-person companies. So like
Exactly. What does that feel like?
that's
What does that
it's
feel like to go from
it's different for sure
s-
because yeah, I mean they're like just the amount of people that do stuff as opposed to like, oh, you mean I don't have to
yeah.
do everything, like is really actually nice.
Oh, yeah, I
It's
didn't
great
think
to
about
lean
it
on
that
people.
way.
Yeah, it's like there's actual real big teams. I mean, sometimes it feels like there's way too many people to do stuff. You're like, well, okay, I got to go through layers and layers to find the right person who's actually responsible for something. But so far, not
Yeah.
too much of that.
I bet you have I bet you have a really good perspective on that, given that you were in small companies. Like excess must seem obvious to you.
Hmm.
I like in any endeavor when someone knows how to do everything, and then you go somewhere where you're like, we don't need 10 people to do this. I
Hmm.
bet that is easily recognizable for you.
Yeah, it definitely
Or
stands
just,
out.
wow, there's a lot of bureaucracy. This could, seems.
Well, and it was like,
Do you feel like the cultures are different? I mean,
oh yeah, I mean cultures are very different. I think the small team that I'm on, it has a very similar culture to like this kind of a startup feel. There's a lot of like we kind of control our little thing, our little ecosystem, and like within that, it feels kind of startup-y, I guess. There's a sense of that. It's interesting because like they
okay.
were already a remote team when I joined, so like they were already
Oh,
had already been doing that. And I was joining as a remote person before the lockdown, before that everybody worked from home. And so
oh,
like we were kind of an example inside the company almost to like some degree. It's like, oh, we got to be like this team, everybody now. So like go be like this great team that I had just joined on. And I was like, okay, well, so that was
that's
interesting.
awesome though, just to be an example.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that's really cool. And it's always kind of fun, the first part of joining a company, right? Everything's or bad. Hold on, I take that back. Sometimes I always say like the first 3 months are just, I guess, depending on what your role is, right? Like
Hmm.
you have so much experience, it's crazy. So I wonder if walking into a new role, you're like, yeah, I pretty much know what I'm doing. I've always done project management roles in the past. And so sometimes you're having to figure out the wheel all over again because each company uses different tools, or their culture is
Oh
different,
yeah,
or
yeah.
subject matter is different, and things like that. So it gets tiring.
Hmm.
um, but but it can feel like, oh, for a while you're like, oh, it's
Hmm.
new place, new interiors. um, I used to feel kind of voyeuristic, like I love to be a peekaboo employee. That's what I'm gonna call myself, a peekaboo employee, where I love to go. I'm fascinated by people,
Hmm.
um, and the workplace itself, like literally the location or the office or what goes on in
Right,
here.
right.
But I give it about a year for me, and then I would be like, yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, no,
Like,
actually,
or I know it.
I think that's what I liked a lot about the agency work they used to do. When we worked together back in the day, um, was going to on site and working with
Hmm.
clients and like
Hmm.
being like a little spy inside of their facility and trying to absorb all of their knowledge and information
Yes.
and help them out. And like that was always fun because you're like, well, I don't actually work for you like as an employee. Thank God. It's like I'm here though all the time. So,
Right. Right. Yeah, for sure. Like we, got to go to Microsoft. I went at a different agency. I got to go to Nintendo,
hmm.
check that office out. Yeah, you're right. And like yeah, it's a great peekaboo into like
Yeah,
other
I mean it was
places
fun
and
because yeah, I'm
and
like
things like that. And I don't know if people.
I was gonna say, like, because we did get to work with so many different industries and companies, it was really interesting to see how they were different and similar, and kind of like infiltrate,
Yeah.
their knowledge and get into their space.
Well, an agency is so it's weird to be on the like selling side of things too, because
Hmm.
it can be quite the production or presentation when you're trying to get the work too. That was something I hadn't seen. Like agencies, you've got the business development, like trying to go get the contracts. And so often, like I bet you did as well, go out on the pitches
Yeah.
um, to companies to say, here's why we would be the best pick. And so, and I don't know if we've said ever, but Ryan and I used to work at an agency called Wirestone, which is now a part of
Accenture.
Acorn? No, Accenture.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
They all sound
Accenture.
the same. Yeah.
It kind of does. Um, yeah, so they've got bought. They've been purchased by Accenture. Anyways, I was there for a couple years. You were there for a year, and then you moved on, right? Or
I was there for
I don't
7
know.
years total, but yeah, I
Yeah,
think we had about a year overlap or so.
yeah.
Yeah.
And this is, I mean, think about when was that? That was 2014.
Hmm.
That's when you and I started talking about like, hey, you want to do a podcast? What do you think? What do you think about podcasts? I mean, that's like 6 years ago.
I know. Yeah,
And
we were ahead of the curve. Now everybody's got a
totally out of the curve.
podcast. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I kind of laugh at myself because I was like, oh, sure, you started a podcast and then you did one a year.
I mean, that's better than most. Some people do one and then that's it. They forget to ever pick it up.
Yeah,
So,
I guess. Yeah, good thought. All right, that's a positive way to look at it. Well, and that's a part of what I'm excited about for next year. One of the many things is this podcast and continuing to talk to interesting people. And I've started, and I've said to you, I've started thinking about inviting people just outside of the people I already know, right?
hmm
Like to really start branching out into like somebody does something I find interesting, cold calling them even and saying, I love what you do. Would you consider talking about it? And most people, well, busy people probably not, but like most people are like, well, okay.
hmm
Um, yeah, I'd love to do that. And so I'm kind of, again, selfishly, I feel excited to get to talk with some people I find very interesting. So next year, I feel like we're moving in that direction as well. And I know you've got people who do things that will be fun to talk about and talk with them about it.
Yeah, I
I
know a lot of
also love,
weirdos, so it's always fun.
a lot of weirdos.
Yeah.
Bring on the weirdos. Well, there was so much I learned this year too. Even other friends who are doing businesses. I recently was on a couple podcasts, and my friend Mike Squires does a podcast called Couch Riffs, and he's just killing it, I think, on that.
hmm
He's just consistent, he has guests, he's organized. I love how he has the audio version of it and then the filmed version of it on YouTube. So I want
Right.
to move to that, which means I'm going to have to care what I look like. That's going to maybe sort of.
Just gotta get
But
those
I'd like to
filters
do that.
working, and it's all magic.
Yeah. Because there's all these free channels that you could create things, and that I'm
Mhm.
actually loving that right now.
Yeah, there's definitely
Um,
other podcasts that still put their stuff on YouTube even without a video feed. They just have like, a still,
oh,
like their title card or whatever, and that's it. And like
yeah.
that's a nice low bar. I've been considering that. I'm like, we could do
Yeah.
that. I mean, like that's pretty straightforward.
Well, I guess it's, there's people who go to YouTube, right? So you have that audience that may um, stumble on us or find us. I know there's other ways to get the attention
hmm
as an initial, and then yeah, putting all the stuff we have done like up there, and then in the new year going, and now you're going to be able to see our faces.
Yeah, actually, one of the podcasts I've listened to for a long time called "You Look Nice Today." They actually kind of rebooted it, and they do it as YouTube now. So it's like they actually are doing like their screen video, and they've kind of like tailored the show to that. Like it's better to watch it than it is to listen to it on its own now because
Oh,
there's a lot of like visual stuff that's important. Like because they're like, well, shit, if we're using cameras, we gotta say we're using
yeah.
cameras and we're talking to each other.
No, what's that podcast? You Look Nice Today. What's it about?
It's kind of a comedy podcast where they just like make up solving a problem of the world. Has been kind of a trend. There's been a lot of good people on it, like in the past and stuff. But there's like three core guys that kind of just
Okay.
have been doing it. And,
Who are just solving the world's problems
I mean,
comedically.
made up problems, but yes.
Oh, made up problems. Like we need made up problems. Why
Uh-huh.
do we need extra problems?
Exactly. For the fun of it. Yeah.
For the fun of it. Well, I respect that for fun reasons. Well, I
Mhm.
mean, I think that'll be fun in the new year for us with this podcast. And um, and I'm grateful for all the conversations we've had with people. I feel like it's allowed an open conversation with a bunch of people I hadn't ever really talked to. And I feel like all of them have been pretty natural.
Mhm.
Actually, all of them pretty natural and just like a good space, a comfortable and safe space for someone to share about themselves. And I
Yeah.
like that other people get to find out about them. And so
No, I agree.
that exchange.
I think our quality over quantity has been excellent. Like we've had very high quality episodes. Like the people we've spoken to have been very honest and open. I feel like so I appreciate that.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't want, oh God, may we never have the awkward interview. I guess we'll vet that out so that never happens to us.
It hasn't
Unless
happened
we
yet.
really want,
Yeah, we'll see.
hasn't happened yet.
Yeah.
Knock on Formica. Um, unless like a sicko, I would be like, oh yeah, let's just have the most awkward and then let's post it. Like just to show people like, see this? Yep.
Like we're just like everybody else. We can be
Just
awkward
like
too.
nobody died after this awkward moment. Yeah, exactly. Well, I think it'll be fun and I think it'll be I like being creative and so adding another element to it is really exciting to me. And then I for a few years I've been doing life coaching, um, and it's kind of evolved into intuitive and creative life coaching. Um, Creative because I have the creative side,
Hmm.
my experience in bands and having started a couple labels and things like that. I'm a creative person, so my coaching is really potentially sharing that with someone who wants that, um, or folks to me who are really, really ready for change and really uh, uh, somewhere on the path of midlife, right?
Hmm.
Who can feel it. They're like, either a bunch of changes have happened to them and they're like, now what? Or they can just feel like something's got to change. I've been doing this forever and I'm not happy anymore, or I've had some habits or relationships or whatever. And just given that I am someone called me like a change machine. No, what was that? Someone today I talked to was like I love change.
Hmm.
Like I'm not at all adverse to risk. Um, I kind of crave change, um, and just am a creator all around. Like that's what makes me happy. Um, and through my life, I have always used intuition for decision making, and that's through like going to college, going to France, learning to speak French, like literally answering an ad to be in a band. Like that is how I have functioned through all my endeavors, including jobs, right? Like
Hmm.
I follow my gut. And so I'm bringing that to the people who want coaching because I
That's
have
great. Yeah.
all of those things, right? Like you want to talk about creativity or bands? Yeah, got that. You want to talk about corporate life and, navigating or surviving that? We can talk about that, or change
Hmm.
or death and grief. And I just feel like with all of that experience, I like, again, sharing it with people. The communing and serving people is the thing between both music and coaching people. It
Hmm.
feels very natural and authentic to me. And this year, again, after that, 6 or 7 months of isolation, it helped me get ready to kick it up 10 notches,
Hmm.
meaning have a Facebook group page that is Karaoke Creative, or beyond that, or Instagram and Facebook without like losing my mind, like using it purposefully.
Right.
Um, that's how I like to do it. Just hanging out there never worked for me. I mean, I don't know about you, but I get drained.
Hmm.
Um,
It's easy to. I
and
mean, any of the social media platforms can be overwhelming. I tend to just make stuff and not consume as much. I mean, I still get in there
yeah,
and want to see what other people are saying and doing, but you can't let it. I'm bad at Twitter though. Lately, I have to agree.
I
Like,
I have never gotten into Twitter
oh,
ever.
Just probably for the best. It's
Well,
people are so angry this year, especially more than ever.
oh
But
yeah.
that tends to just be like the politics have been really ramped up on there, and there's been a lot of
Wow.
frustrating stuff.
Yeah, it's
Good
bad
to
enough
see,
on
but
Facebook, when
yeah,
somebody says one thing and that's like, oh, we're all off to the races
I
with.
mean, for sure. I've had to unfriend like 3 or 4 people on Facebook
Really?
this year. Yeah, it's just like I just couldn't deal with their nonsense, and I felt bad.
Yes.
I was like, we go way back, but no,
Isn't
I
that hard?
can't do this anymore. Yeah.
Right. And that's crazy. Like I don't think any of us have ever seen such a polarizing
Hmm.
moment. Like when Trump got elected, I know I have other friends who were literally like, if you voted for Trump, we're done.
Yeah.
And they did. They just like X'd him out. It was so understandable. Like
Hmm.
I did not vote for Trump,
No,
right?
I
Like
know. I mean, I should have
I
I
did.
should have xed them out then as well. I just had to hold on to those people because I was like, well, I know. I mean, like
Yeah.
they're good people. Like they have good
Right.
things, and like they're not all like they're not all politics, but they're just really they became that. They became just like super into the conspiracy theories and like way
Yeah.
out there cuckoo stuff. And I'm like, I can't have you keep commenting on everything I post in a
Yeah.
totally insane way. I can't, try to
And isn't
respond.
isn't it wild to go from, okay, I knew you as a person in a life arena and you could know them and like them and kind and all that, but you then get in this and all of a sudden I you're seeing a whole nother side to them,
Hmm.
and it's a for so many people it was a moral issue. And so
Hmm.
now I morally look at you and go, you're okay with that?
Right.
Like that, it was deep. Like I've had some friends that I've known my whole life who, like, I did not quite know what to do with that because, one, I'm a ridiculously hopeful person. I'm not Pollyanna, but I think people and things are complicated. Like,
Hmm.
if I think about someone before I try, I'm not, ugh, of course, nobody's perfect, but I try and think like, especially somebody I don't really know. I don't know that person. I do not know what has happened in their life or what is happening to them, what has shaped them. Like, you do not know that. If you haven't lived every day in someone's shoes,
Hmm.
some people I do, then I don't comment. Um, but I'd be a liar if I didn't say I saw some people say stuff and I was like, you got to effing be kidding me.
Uh huh.
Like, and feel furious. Like, um, eh, just angry, like deeply angry, like I'm going to cut you off. And I just thought, this is what, wow. I had a
Hmm.
friend from school that I knew who's a lovely person who I know loves me, like lovely, loves me. And that's great. Like that's a beautiful thing, right? Just to have that kind of caring
Yeah.
going back and forth. But he got on there and said some things during the election where I was like, really? And this is actually a good story. I actually said something and I knew I was like, you're really going to dip your toe in that. And I didn't say, I just said, I guess my comment, and people do this, it wasn't meant to be sarcastic, but I did say like, really? Like you're going to call Kamala Harris a prostitute? Like,
Right.
or
Right.
just, off the cuff, like now we got an idiot and a prostitute in the
Hmm.
office. And I was like, as a woman, especially, I was like, whoa, whoa,
Yeah. It's
whoa,
like,
the fuck, whoa.
slow your roll here. Come on.
Wow. Um, and so I reached out to him and I was like, look, regardless of disagreeing on whoever you wanted to vote for, reducing a woman to a whore,
Mm.
especially an accomplished like leader, whatever, you got to be kidding me. And I'm
Yeah.
like, and I said, you have daughters.
Hmm.
So tell me what this is. And I got to say, he stepped up to the plate. He was cool. He said, yeah, he goes, that was too much. And
Well,
I'm
that's
sorry.
that's
And
good.
yeah, he took it down and he was honest. I don't necessarily, like, I can't control him. He was like, look, I had a really hard year and the election didn't go the way I want. I'm angry. And I was like, that's honest.
Hmm.
I don't have to agree with it. I was like, but I appreciated him going, here's the state of me and why I'm behaving like this. And,
Yeah.
it's on him to go, but I really appreciated that from him.
Yeah, that's nice. That's nice to hear because like some people are more lost in this like cult like thinking, and it's hard. It's like there
Oh
are
my
people who are
God.
still people, and they're still very full of gray areas, and there's all this complexity to them, and you got
Hmm.
to appreciate that. But then sometimes people just like shut it all down, and they're just like, I am 100% just this type, and you're like, are you
Yeah.
sure you're a real human? Because that's not really what regular people do. It's like,
Yeah. Well, and in the face of like evidence, like live evidence of what Trump was doing, I'm like, how can you?
yeah, that's
I
the
don't
hard
care if
part.
you want
Yeah.
to. Yeah, I'm like, you literally can watch him on TV
Hmm.
and see with evidence of what he's doing. How can you look at that and go, yeah, he's my guy? I
Yeah,
just
I,
didn't.
I
I
don't
can't
I don't
understand
think
that.
that way or relate to that either. I mean, that's where sometimes you're just like, okay, I mean, I guess you're all into the bad. You identify with all those bad behaviors and you appreciate those bad behaviors and that's why you like this person. And you're like, well, that makes me not want to hang out with you or know you
Right.
anymore if that's the
Yeah.
case. And it's
And I actually don't think that's the case. I think it's in reaction to, well, I don't like this other thing and that other thing, then I'm going to just spin and focus on the
mhm.
terribleness of like the Democrats and, all the liberal,
Right.
there's the whole like, things said about the liberals and all this kind of stuff. And that's what they're looking at. It's not they're like, yeah, I love that he said he could grab women's pussies because he felt like it.
Hmm.
I don't know the men I know aren't who voted for Trump. I know they're not like that.
Right.
But okay, I'm not going to sound like an idiot either. But ah, see, I'm sticking my toe in it. Even men I know who are nice, we've grown up in a white male climate, right?
Hmm.
So my friend quickly saying Kamala Harris is a prostitute, I was like, I said, you need to know how dangerous that is to say about a woman off the cuff. Like, because I don't think some men think about that, like calling a woman a bitch and all this. I'm like, look, that
Hmm.
has repercussions. You have daughters. Like, eh,
Yeah, it's just not
I just
appropriate.
think
I mean,
some
it's
people aren't thinking about it because they haven't had to think about it.
right.
Yeah.
And I can understand like people treat
Yeah,
politics
exactly.
like
We
a
could go
team
deep
sport,
into like,
and it gets frustrating because you're like it's not a team sport. There's more to it. It's like you can play it like that, and you can
yeah,
think that it's okay to be like, rah rah, our team versus their team. You're like, but it's like there's way more to it, and you can't just treat
yeah,
people like shit. It's like,
right. Way more than, yeah. Every time I tried to go down the reading rabbit hole, I was like, my brain is broken. I don't even know
mm-hmm,
what's real anymore. And news is so fucked up. I feel like I don't even know what's real.
mm-hmm.
Like, where is the honest news source? Anywho, look at us. This like hijacked our damn podcast right now.
I know the entire thing
Jeez.
hijacks most of the consciousness right now. So, we could talk about more of the good things. Like
Yeah.
you had asked me to
Look,
find
we're just,
a photo before we did this podcast.
yes,
Something I can't remember the
yes.
exact word you used, but I think it was like the most hopeful photo of the year. Maybe that's kind of what I started looking for.
Yeah.
And honestly, I had a
Uh-huh.
hard time finding such a
You
photo.
just got to find a picture of a baby. All right. That's all.
I mean, that would have been easier. I did find a couple pictures of bunnies that I took, and I was like, "Oh, look at the cute little baby bunny." I'm like, "That's that was deep into
Just might have to
quarantine,
be
though."
that.
Yeah. There's the loaf of bread that everybody baked early on in quarantine. I was like, that's pretty hopeful. But then there's like before quarantine, a
Oh
photo
my God.
at a
Yeah.
restaurant with my friends. Like we went out for like Korean barbecue. I was like, I think maybe there's not any good photos. There's just photos of barbecue. But I was like, but maybe that the
Anything to make
essence
me happy.
was the most hopeful because it's like, oh, this is going to be a good year. We're
Mm-hmm.
like, this is our
Uh-huh.
restaurant outing at like January, beginning of the year. We're gonna
Yeah.
do this regularly, and we really wanted to. Like,
Yeah.
that was the plan.
Well, maybe it's just like maybe changing the narrative to be like maybe it doesn't have to be hopeful. Like okay, I'm gonna go back to next laugh. Like change is hard. Change is necessary. It's messy. It's hard.
Hmm.
And that getting okay with that, I feel like is important, right? And that it doesn't have to go to like I need to be hopeful or I'm gonna lose it. I'm like, look, there's a lot of people living without hope.
Right.
But maybe it's other things too, like striving,
Hmm.
learning, striving, working at it, are all good, powerful things as well, like effort.
For sure.
More
Yeah.
effort in the new year.
Yeah. I mean, I was very appreciative that I had the
So,
time.
I don't want to be naive.
Yeah. I mean, I took the time of being stuck at home all year to work on my art more. I mean, I've made some progress on some things. I've been trying to learn how to play the keyboard.
Yeah.
But I've been working on like generative art and digital art stuff. And like, I have two pictures like behind me, this computer, so I can flip the camera around and show you. I don't even know. Actually, this one's
That's right. If we were on YouTube,
Yeah, they'd be
if
able
we
to
were
see
on
this.
YouTube, you'd see this as well, listeners.
But I will share with you. So like this one here
Ooh.
is actually
You
from-
can just hear me go, ooh.
yeah, that one's from Totoro, so it's not even my art, but it's a e-ink display that plays a frame
Oh, I like that.
from the movie every like 5 minutes. It updates one frame. So it'll basically
What?
play out the movie for about a year and a half. And every frame from the movie
Oh my
Totoro
gosh.
is beautiful. So like I'm really enjoying that one. Like it's bringing me into like their art better. I could spend more time looking at it. The other one's
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Explain this again. So you've explained a generative
Well, this one's not
art
as generative. The other
piece.
one
So
is,
you've got
but
what
yeah.
I'm looking at, folks, is like,
I can describe
okay, but
it.
explain what it is.
So like everybody's got used a Kindle, right? You know what
Okay.
that is. So it's the same display basically that's in like your Kindle e-ink, like the e-paper ones, not the full color ones, just the black and white ones. It's one of those low power displays. It looks like print on paper, which is what I like about it. And what I've written is a little piece of software. I found somebody else who had done this, but I rewrote my own because theirs didn't work, of course, how I wanted it to work. But it just uses software to take.
Oh wait. Can I just say, Ryan, I've written a little piece of software. You're never going to hear that come out of my mouth. Never mind.
Exactly. Now you've said it. So, what all it does is it takes a video file. So you throw a video file. It's on a Raspberry Pi. It takes a video and it basically just grabs a frame and it saves it out as an image. And I convert it to black and white dithered so it looks good on e-ink, and it just displays that picture. And then every 4 minutes, it just moves the frame ahead. That skips a couple frames. Otherwise it would literally take forever to get through a movie.
Oh my God. I want one.
I know it's great. I mean, I was trying to figure out if I can sell them. It's a little finicky.
But it's like a surprise.
Yeah. Like I've put in other movies.
Still, it's like a surprise every day. You're like, oh, what image will I have?
Yeah, you don't really
Oh
remember
my
a
God.
movie.
I'm going to put it in order
that
with you.
sense.
I'll pay for it.
Yeah, I could make you one.
I'll totally pay for it.
Yeah. Well, I've made another one.
But it could be any movie, like Bram Stoker. It could be
Oh yeah, I mean, it could be any movie. Like I actually started going through. I was like, well, what movies look good in black and white? Well, obviously black and white movies look good in black and white. So I went back and started playing around with old movies like Metropolis that are like very visually beautiful. Except for Metropolis has a lot of like text on screen, like transitional text. So I need to actually go and make an edit where I yank those out or shorten them, because I had it sit like for a whole day on a black screen that was like, it went to black and then it goes to text and then it goes to black. And you're like, well, that's just, that just doesn't make good art. But the rest of the movie looks great. So,
oh my God. You'd be like, I'm getting gypped. I only got like a black screen today. What's up with that?
I already had to go and like edit out some movies, like the beginning. Like I'm like, well, I don't want like Paramount Pictures and all that stuff to like, because that's like a good couple days worth of when you first start it. Of the movie hasn't started yet, so they all just dive right into the movies now.
Yeah. You know what I want is Blade Runner.
Oh yeah, Blade Runner I think was like the first one I actually loaded upon, so it looks great.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, Blade Runner and then Fury Road were like my first two I was testing with.
Ooh.
Because they're both visually
Yeah,
beautiful.
exactly. I'm trying to think of movies that could potentially, given the whole movie, be a beautiful picture or inspiring, like anything by Kurosawa, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's amazing like how just about any movie looks great one frame at a time. I mean, I think you could probably put like some rom-com in there and you'd be like, oh yeah, look at that,
Yeah, I
It's
love
art.
that. I think you should work on that. Mm-hmm.
I said I
want more of that.
I made two, and the other one is actually truly generative art. It's just like a random kind of feedback math loop that just draws pixels in like this weird, crazy way.
Ooh.
And today, like the one that's on today is not very interesting because like that's the problem with totally random art. Is that like of course yesterday was literally all black, but like right now it's like some basically looks like static. But every now and then, I'll send you some pictures. I've taken pictures of the good ones. It looks really cool, and like they're like these little surprises. So my goal is to rewrite the
Yeah.
software to like basically look at the picture and analyze if it's really boring based on like how many pixel color variations there are. Like if it's like it's all the same color, not interesting. Do like redo it, like go and make a new
Right.
one.
Right, exactly. I want one. I'm going to put it in order.
All right.
See, look at all the creative things we're going to be doing in the new year.
Yeah, yeah.
You're going to like you could blow that out into like a side project. My friend David this year just busted out doing art. Like he made things I didn't even know he could make. He made these like 7 foot tall fiberglass lamps that he would sand so they've got frosting
Ooh.
look. He's done paintings and they're selling, like his brother does as on Instagram and does kind of pop art things. And so he's done all these paintings of like Marlboro cigarette packs or lipstick or, just for fun. And they started selling. And so he's coming up with all kinds of things. And so I think that's another thing that was good about this last year is having to be creative and having to adjust forces, creative juices, as long as you embrace it. Like, okay, that's not working. So what could I do? If you're able to surrender to that, and when I mean surrender, I mean just open up, not sit down and don't do anything. Then sky's the limit. I mean, they're on things, I think, and create creative things. But like next year, I already have a list of things I'd like to get started on or even complete, like doing more of the podcast and putting it on YouTube. But also, I'm running these workshops called Decide, Believe, Go, that are like 6-session small group workshops for people who are really like, I need to just change my whole world, like my perspective and figure out who I am again. And so I'm loving that. But I also want to write a book, like a little book. There's some people that I love. Ginny Gain and Cassie Parks had a podcast that I got obsessed with, and it's law of attraction stuff. But Cassie's written like 5 of these. They're not huge, right? They're like 100 pages. Kind of like thought books, and I like those. So I want to try and do that with the Decide, Believe, Go. And then I'm kind of just I love swag. So that's what I liked about in bands too, like swag around motivational things like creating stickers and t-shirts and anything inspirational. But I also want to put together a lyric book of all lyrics I've written. So on the music side,
that sounds great.
My friend Pete Greenberg is, I think, going to help me with that. And then I've got like plans for little creative music endeavors, like a single. And
that's a given though, right? That you're going to have musical endeavors.
Yeah. Well, it's just been a while. It's like been a step. And so sometimes I was like, well, how long is this hiatus going to go? I mean, sometimes it's like 8 years. But again, I think really, I'm like reconnecting with music friends too, like my friend Deja, who is super creative. And her and I are she just had me download the Acapella app. And she's done collaborations with people on that.
What's the Acapella app? I'm not familiar with it.
So there's it's called, I don't know if it's called the Acapella. Hold on. You can go on it and do collaborations. You can film yourself doing literally something a cappella, but you could also do collaborations with instruments, with different people. And you put it all together, or like a mashup. People can ask you to join their collaboration. Like it's a whole meeting place. It's
that sounds cool.
It's really cool. She's been doing it. And she just introduced me to it. My friend Jim actually, I think, told me about Jim Costello, who played piano on my last record, told me about it as well. But I got it today again, and I was looking at it, I was like, actually, you can do a lot with this. So her and I think are going to do some collaborations on here. So there's that music stuff. And then, because we don't know when bands, venues will open up. And so just looking for other ways to collaborate with people and get to perform it all, like recording, if I do it small enough, with Steve right now, but I also have a real hankering to work with Martin Favier, who has done so many amazing records. One, I got back into listening to the Pinups, which was Deja's band,
Hmm.
back in um, I want to say late 90s, anyways, Good Ink, the record I had with Garth, we put that record out, and I found it again, or a friend reintroduced, said, "Hey, remember this?" And my friend Rachel said, "Hey, remember this record?" And I was like, "Oh my God, this record's amazing." And then I made that playlist that I've been
Hmm.
sharing. For anybody, for folks listening, I put a playlist together on Spotify called She Does It Well, She Does It Better. And it features Deja, Kim Virant, uh, Viz Queen, really Rachel Flotard, and Heather Doobie.
Hmm.
And it's a killer. I had so much fun putting it together, but it also just got me excited about the women, the music as artists, and how killer their music is. What the hell am I talking about? I got long-winded now. I don't know where.
Collaboration, acapella
Yeah,
app, and other
lots of
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a lot in there that will
Hmm.
be fun to do next year. And
Yeah. I'm excited about the
um,
lyrics book idea too. I think that sounds like a lot of fun.
I am too. Yeah, I'm glad my friend Pete's going to help me, because the like gathering all this stuff makes me feel overwhelmed. Like we're talking lyrics from Hammerbox through Goodness, any solo things, potentially Rockford's things, as long as I wrote them.
Hmm.
Things I did with Pat Denizio from the VIPs. I'm just trying to figure out, what am I going to include everything? Um, and
You
pictures.
gotta leave room for multiple books, so you don't want to throw it all in one.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, exactly. That would be like one, two, three, four, five
You got the early
chapters,
years.
six chapters.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess that's like, well, and I'm also looking for going through, you know, boxes and stuff in my basement, like photos, uh, maybe unseen photos, that we could put in there. And
Hmm.
Florence Welch from Florence and the Machine had a lyric book, and it was really beautiful. Her stuff is more flowers and delicate, and
Hmm.
I don't think she had fairies on there. Anyways, her style is like that. Um, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm very excited about it. It's a different art form, right?
Hmm.
Like I love packaging something you did in a different way, like words. Here's my words
Hmm.
in a book. That just seems kind of fun, more like poetry. Um, Not that all my lyrics are like poetry, but it's fun to look at your stuff in a different way.
Right. Right.
Um, but yeah, so there's a lot of, and I feel up for it. That's something that feels really good, because I'd say in the last like 6, 7 years have been um, a, a natural. Everybody goes through a dark night of the soul, or just rough things. You know what I mean? So I have a deep appreciation for feeling good, feeling better, um, in so many ways I can't even list. So I'm feeling really good and excited, and I'm grateful to be excited
That's great.
as
Yeah.
opposed to not.
That's the right attitude to take into the next year. It's like,
Yeah.
got to be
So
positive,
there you
excited.
go. I mean, that's kind of right. Yeah. Yeah, like really feeling that. Like it's so nice to be like, "Oh my God, I'm actually happy. I'm actually really excited," which means, like I joke with you, means I will do all these things, because I now have the energy,
Hmm.
emotional energy to do it, as opposed to having the idea and then crawling into a hole, which I've been known to do. Um,
And we had lots of good opportunities for
what are you
that
gonna do?
this last year. So it's like, oh, I'm just gonna hang out in bed all day and watch
Oh my
Netflix.
God.
And that's okay.
Totally. Yeah. I just tried to not feel guilty about it, because I would put it out there like, "Oh
Hmm.
my God, I got all these ideas." And then I would just, and I'm out. And oh, depression, something hit me. And I was like, and,
Hmm.
I don't like that. I hate that pattern. So no more, none of that. But it sounds like we're going to have fun. So, you and I will be having fun in the new year.
Oh
Damn
yeah,
it.
for sure. We gotta do our best. We gotta try to fight
If
for
it's,
fun.
yeah. Yeah. Hey, everybody, we will be the light if you need to come somewhere and go, we're still trying. What's your excuse? Well, Happy New Year to you.
Yeah. Well, it's what, 2 days away? Tomorrow? I don't know. I lost track of what
It's tomorrow.
the days
Oh,
are.
well, I guess it depends when you put this up live.
Yeah, I think
I
this.
won't-
Yeah, I probably won't get this live until tomorrow, so it'll be New Year's Eve at least. So today's New Year's,
Oh, right.
Eve, right? So
Yes. Well, for those listening, when we get it up, it is New Year's Eve. Do you have plans for New Year's Eve?
oh yeah, I was going out to downtown. We're gonna party up with all my friends. No,
That was a dumb question, wasn't it? I know. I think my husband are like, we could just put a puzzle together, watch some movies.
hey, puzzles.
Maybe-
Yeah, actually, I got some new puzzles for Christmas, and
Right?
I'm really liking them. I'm like, never really. I don't know. Puzzles haven't always been my thing. I haven't done a lot of puzzles, but these ones are super fun. They're like the
Now you
design
have.
is really pretty, so that helps.
I wish people could see your face. It's really pretty.
Oh, I like
like
exactly.
I am serious.
I mean, I looked up the artists who made them to be like, oh, do I want to consume more
Whoa.
of their work because I do enjoy it.
That is serious.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's awesome.
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, we're going to have a mellow New Year's Eve. I hope everyone is excited for the new year because it's here, people. So happy about that.
Mhm.
We would love it. Like I should have said in the beginning, but I didn't. But if you are excited to hear the future conversations, subscribe, tell your friends about the podcast. You'll be able to see our faces in the new year.
Well, tell us if you want to see our faces.
Yeah, maybe you should tell us if you want to see our faces. I'll try and wear different earrings every time. I'm a little obsessed with earrings, Splendor and Stone earrings.
Mhm.
I could just, I don't know. She'll have to mainline me earrings every month.
Gotta get a sponsor.
I got to get a sponsor from Splendor and Stone. Love that gal. Yeah, so subscribe, everybody. Leave us a comment if you want to. Spread the word. Happy New Year to you. Congratulations for surviving 2020. We love you. And let's do this thing.